It's a new year, perhaps time for a new you. A lot of people have done everything they can to lose weight through diet and exercise, but still haven't gotten the results they want. I turned to Dr. Jan2013 with integrative plastic surgery to get some ideas about alternative steps. One of our viewers wants to know how to lose unwanted inches at the new year. We're here, so she's wondering how to get help for that, surgical and non-surgical. Where does she even begin?
That's a great question. There are many options that we have for both non-surgical and surgical options for body contouring. Some of the more typical areas that people have concerns is their love handles, their abdomen. Things like cool sculpting is a wonderful non-surgical option for any pinched areas where you can pinch, retract the tissue. It works by cooling the tissue, stressing the tissue, and you can get roughly a 20 to 40% reduction in any pinched area using cool sculpting, a non-surgical option. Some of the more surgical options are things like liposuction, laser-assisted liposuction, tummy tucks, mini tummy tucks. This can expand not just in the abdominal area, but it can also expand into the thighs, the inner thighs, the outer thighs, the back, and a lot of what is a good recommendation for any individual depends on how much volume they have, depends on the quality of the skin that they have. If they've gained and lost a lot of weight, they may have a lot looser skin than someone who has been relatively stable, but they just have some problematic areas. So some of the surgical options like tummy tucks or body lifts are ideal for someone who has a lot of loose skin in addition to volume.
If someone's having a difficult decision and trying to decide if to do non-surgical or surgical, do you suggest they try some of the non-surgical you mentioned before they go into surgery?
Yeah, so some of the things that I would recommend, if someone came to me and says, "Doctor, I've got this area, it bothers me, there's some extra volume that I want to look better in clothing," then I might say, well, non-surgical option may be okay for you if you're just trying to get a better contour in clothing. But if you do an exam and you see there's a lot of looseness of skin, then you might say, you know what, the best option for you, let's bypass the non-surgical options. If it's a looseness of skin that's of main concern, then we may move straight into a surgical solution.
It sounds like what you're saying, it's really a good idea to get a doctor's evaluation and let them help you decide, because you really need to know your options and then make sure you're the best candidate for it.
Absolutely. Some of the things I do, however, is someone that says, you know what, doctor, I've heard all these horror stories about going to the operating room, going to sleep, what if I don't wake up? I just want a non-surgical option. Then it's very important in setting expectations of what you can achieve using a non-surgical approach like cool sculpting. You will get volume reduction, but you need to counsel them and saying, if you're pinching in skin that's hanging down, and that is specifically what you're concerned about, then it's not a good option.
All right, appreciate your help. Thanks a lot. If you have a question you'd like me to ask the doctor, I would love to hear from you. You can find me on Facebook or Twitter. There's all my information. Twitter is @MelissaFox26, and just search for Melissa Wilson Fox 26 on Facebook and hit like. I'll send you all kinds of help updates. There's all the information on your screen.